Hello friends, this is Srimant Gave and you are learning ASP.NET MVC5 tutorial step by step. So this is part 7 and in this tutorial we are going to understand view in ASP.NET MVC5. So let's start. So in this tutorial we are going to learn what is view in ASP.NET MVC5, how to create view in MVC, type of view in ASP.NET MVC, and why view is required, and how to call view from the browser, and view hierarchical. So these all are the points we are going to cover in this tutorial. We will go with one by one and understand more detail. So first one is the what is view in ASP.NET MVC. So if you say MVC, V stand for view. View is one of the important component in a MVC. So a view is responsible for the user interface, and view display the data coming from the model, and the view is also responsible to display the data coming from the model. View is an HTML template which will be binding and displaying the HTML control with data. So view is used to bind the data to the HTML control, so with the help of model. And the extension of view is a .cshtml, and a .cshtml file use the Razor View engine. And if you say the extension of the file view is a .cshtml, so cshtml means the combination of C# and HTML. So if you use the C#, then the extension of view is a CSHTML, and if you use the VB language, then the extension of view is a .VBHTML. So based on the language, the extension will be changed. So the view can contain HTML and C# code. So we can write the HTML code inside the view, and also we can write the C# code inside the view. So how can we write the HTML and C# code? So we will understand in a programmatic. So the return type of view is a view result or action result. So the return type of view is a view result or action result, and we can return the view with the help of view method. So either we can use the view result or action result. So we will go with one by one and understand each and every concept with programmatically. So let's start. So open the Visual Studio. So to understand the view, so you need to create the project having name MVC5 view example. So after creating the project, we need to create one controller. So right click on the controller folder, go to add, and you can click on controller folder. So select the MVC5 controller empty, click on add. So I will provide the name of the controller is home. Click on add. So it will create a home controller, and default is a index method. So you can see the return type of view is the action result. So we can also change the return type of view is a view result. So we can return the view with the help of view result or action result. So action result is the base type of all the result. If you are new with the action result return type, so if you are new with the action result, then please watch my previous tutorial. That will be helpful to understand the return type of view and MVC. First we can understand how to create the view. So to create the view, there are two ways. So first we can create the view from the Solution Explorer, and second way is we can create the view from the action method. So first we can understand how to create the view from the Solution Explorer. So you can see there is a view folder, and inside the view folder you can see there is the home folder, and home folder is created automatically once you create the home controller. So and the folder name and the controller name is the same. So you can see the controller name is the home, and the view folder name is also home. So to create the view, what we can do, so inside the view you can see the home folder. Right click on the home folder, go to add and click on view. So it will open one add view dialog. So you can provide the view name. So in this case I am providing the index as a view name and click on add. So you can see it will create an index view. First, to understand view and so you can see once the view is created, the extension of view is a .cshtml. The extension of view is the .cshtml. So the CSHTML is the combination of C# and HTML. So first we can understand how to write the HTML code inside the view. So to understand the view, what we can do, we will create one table called as a employee table, and we will provide some fields and data and display to the browser with the help of view. So let's start. So I will create one table. So table, and we can say table heading, and inside the table heading we can create the table row. Table row contain the table heading, and table heading is the first one is the employee ID, second one is the name of the employee, and third one is the email of the employee, and fourth one is the job. So these all are the fields of the table heading. So I will provide the table body of the table data, and inside the table row we need to provide the table data. So table data, first one is the employee ID. I will provide the employee ID is 101, and name I will simply say Sri, and email I will simply say sri@gmail.com, and job is a software developer. So we can create one more row. So first table data is a employee ID 102, and name is I will say Mahadov, and email is mahadav@gmail.com, and he is also software developer. So you can see just we have created one table to understand the UI part, also how to display the UI to the browser with the help of view. So we have created table which having some table heading, and we have provided some dummy table data. So you can see I will also provide the border, it is more understandable, and I will change the heading. Instead of index, what we can do, we will say employee table. We will execute the application, we will run the application and see the result. Yes, so you can see whatever the table information we have, so whatever the table we have created using the HTML, so it is display on the browser with the help of view. So you can see we have created the employee table having the column employee ID, name, email, job, and we have provided some dummy data. So this is the example of view to, so this is the example how to create the table or how to write the HTML code inside the view. So how to write the CSS code in the view. So just we have using the inline CSS. To apply the CSS, we need to write the style, and I will say background color azure, and we can also provide some style to the table heading. I will say color as equal to red. So just we have applied some CSS to the table data and table heading. So refresh the page, so you can see the CSS. Just we apply the background color and the table heading color as a red. So we can also apply the CSS HTML code. So we can write the CSS code, HTML code inside the view. So next point is we can understand how to write the C# code inside the view. So to understand, so there are two ways to write the C# code inside the view. First, we can write the multiple line C# code, and we can write the single line code inside the view. To write the multiple line of C# code inside the view, the syntax is we can say @ curly bracket open and close. So this syntax will help you to write the multiple line of C# code inside the view. So for example, so we can say string str name is equal to, I will provide the string name. So this is a view demo in ASP.NET MVC 5 tutorial. So first, and we can write also one more string str welcome, and we can say welcome to programming with Sri. So we can write the multiple line of code inside the @ curly bracket and open and close syntax. So I want to display the C# code to the browser. So what we can do to display, we will write one span. So we can use the span tag, div tag, or the heading tag as per our requirement we can use. So to display the C# code, we need to directly write @ and provide the variable name str name. So and I will say simply h3 tag and str @ str welcome. So go to view and execute or refresh the view. So you can see it will display welcome to programming with Sri, and second string is this is a view demo in ASP.NET MVC 5 tutorial. So we have understand how to write the C# code inside the view. So just we have written the how to write the multiple line of code. So if you want to write only the single line of C# code and you want to display to the browser, then what is the syntax of writing the single line of C# code inside the view? So I will create span tag, and inside the span tag what we can say, @date. So we can simply say @ and we can start the C# code. I want to display the datetime dot now dot to string. So you can see, refresh the page. So you can see the date time is displayed. HTML code, C# code, and also we have understand how to write the HTML tag. So we have understand the h3 table tag, span tag, and also we can write the div tag also. Div tag, and you can say this is a, so you can say this is a HTML div, and simply refresh the page. So you can see this is a HTML div. So we can use all the HTML tag inside the view, and also we can write the C# code in the view. So we have understand how to write the HTML and a C# code inside the view. So next one is the type of view in a MVC. So first one is the normal view. So the normal view, it is same like the web page in ASP.NET web application. The normal view can use the partial view and a layout view. So next one is the partial view. So what is the partial view means? The partial view, it is used to render some portion of content to the browser. Then we can go with the partial view, and partial view is the same like the user control in a ASP.NET web form application. So the use of web control is also same the use of a partial view in ASP.NET MVC. Third one is the layout view. So layout view is the same like the master page in ASP.NET web application. So the use of a layout view, if you want to display some header and footer to the different view pages, then we can go with the layout view. And layout view is it same as a master page in a ASP.NET web application. So next one is the why view is required. So in this tutorial we are only going to understand normal view in ASP.NET MVC. The partial view and the layout view we are going to understand in the next tutorial of this series. So next one is the why view is required. The view is required if you want to display some user interface on the browser. So for example, if you want to display some table information, or we can say if you want to display some string welcome messages to the browser, then view is required. And also the view is required to develop our application interactive. So if you want to apply some CSS, Bootstrap, then the view is required. And the view is responsible to use the client-side framework. The client-side framework like the Bootstrap, or we can say AngularJS and React.js and so on. So before understanding how to call the view, so what we can do, first we need to understand we can create one more action method, and we can first understand there are one more way to create the view. So we have only learned create the view by using the Solution Explorer. So we can create the view with the help of action method. So to create the view with the action method, so we will create one action method called as employee as action method, and we can simply return view. And you can see, so set the cursor inside the action method and right click, and you can see there is an option called add view. Click on the add view, so it will open the dialog and provide the view name and click on add. So you can say the employee view page is created. So you need to remember while creating the index, if you right click and add the view, so you can see the action method name and the view name is the same. So we have created the action method is the index and view name is the index, and the second one is the action method is the employee, and the view name is also the employee. So the question is it mandatory to create the view with the same name of action method? So it is not mandatory, you need to remember. So to understand what we can do, we will create one more view, and so we can say I will provide the name sirf sample view. This is the sample view. So we can write some string sample view page, and what we can do, so you can see the action method is the employee, and I want to return the different view instead of employee. So what we can do, we need to provide the view name here. So I will provide the view name as a sample view. Provide the view name to the view method. So it is not mandatory to create the same view with the same name of action method. So first we will run the program and understand. So first we will execute the index method, and then we can execute the employee method and understand. So instead of employee, so you can see employee, we have also created the employee page, index page, but one more view we have created the sample view. So but the action method name is the employee, but we are passing the different view to the employee action method. So execute the program. So you can see this is the index page. So we can call the employee index action. So you can see the sample view page is displayed. So we have written the sample view to the employee action method. So how to call the view? So we can call the view by providing the domain name / controller name / view name. So it is same like in our local machine we have called localhost / home / index. So we can call the different name of, so we can call the employee view like localhost / home / employee index view. So we can call the same. So you can see here, first we have called the index view. So provide the localhost / home controller / index, and we can press the enter. So you can see the employee, this is display the result of index. And if you execute the employee, so we can provide the domain name like the localhost / controller name / view name is the employee, and execute. So it will display the sample view page. So we have understand how to call the view, and next is the view hierarchical in ASP.NET MVC 5. So first you can see the view is the base folder of all the view. So whatever the view we are going to create, the view is created inside the view. The view is the base folder of all the view. So you can see here, so you can see the application. So you can see view is the base folder, and inside the view you can find the employee and shared folder, but the employee and shared folder is inside the view. And employee, we can create the multiple view inside the home folder. Home is the separate folder as part of home controller inside the view folder. So home folder can contain the multiple view, and shared folder is also contain the multiple view like the layout view, error page view, and we can create any partial view inside the shared folder. So the view hierarchy is, you can understand now the better view. Inside the view you can find out the home folder, or if you create the employee controller you can find out the employee folder, and the default is the shared folder. And one folder contain the multiple view pages, so we need to create more than one view inside the home folder or employee folder or shared folder. So you can see view is the base folder. Inside the view you can find out the home folder, employee folder, shared folder, and home folder contain the multiple view pages, employee folder can contain the multiple view pages, and shared folder can contain the multiple view pages. And the folder is created automatically when you create the controller, and the folder name inside the view is the same as the controller name. It will automatically created when we create the controller. So next one is the homework, and we can say interview question. So on this part, so many interviewer ask the question what is view and how to call the different view with the different action method. So just we have learned, so we have create a employee. So you can see we have created the employee action method, but we have written the sample view to the employee action method. I have provided some homework to you. Create two view like the product view and the student view in a home controller, or you can create the different controller and you can create the two view like the product view and student view. After creating the two view, so you need to create the two HTML table for product is like this: product ID, product name, product order ID, and quantity. So you can create this HTML table inside the product view, and you run the application, execute the product page, and you need to see the same table to the product view. So create one more table for the student. So create the student tables having column student ID, student name, student email, and class. So this will be helpful to understand more and more detail in MVC. So if you create the more example, then you can understand more detail of MVC. So I will provide the homework each and every tutorial, end of the tutorial, and if you practice the homework, then definitely the end of the tutorial you will be a master in MVC. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel and add your valuable comment. That will be helpful to encourage me create more and more video. And more detail you can visit my blog www.programmingwithsri.com. Thank you. Thanks for watching my